We're going to explain how to find the average of entries with the same name in Excel. This is a common task, and thankfully, Excel offers several ways to accomplish it. We'll cover a few methods, starting with the simplest. 1. Using the average if function. This is the easiest method if you only need the average for one specific name. The average if function takes 3 arguments: the range containing the names, the criteria, the specific name you're looking for, and the range containing the values you want to average. For example, if your names are in column A, A1, A10, and the values you want to average are in column B, B1, B10, and you want the average for the name John, the formula would be average F A1, A10, John, B1, B10. This will directly return the average of all values associated with John. 2. Using the average ifs function for multiple criteria. If you need to average based on more than one criterion, use average ifs. It works similarly to average if, but allows multiple criteria ranges and criteria. For instance, to average values for John, only if they are from sales. Assuming sales is in column C, the formula would be E average ifs B1, B10, A1, A10, John, C1, C10, sales. This is powerful for more complex averaging scenarios. 3. Creating a pivot table. For a more visual and flexible approach, especially if you need averages for many different names, a pivot table is ideal. Select your data, go to the Insert tab, and click Pivot Table. In the Pivot Table field list, drag your name column into the Rows area and your Value column into the Values area. Excel will automatically summarize the values by name, displaying the average by default. You can then easily change the summarization method if needed, e.g., to sum, count, or other functions. Pivot tables are dynamic. If your data changes, simply refresh the pivot table to update the averages. 4. Using a helper column and sumif countif. This method involves creating an extra column to help calculate the averages. Let's say column D is your helper column. In D1, enter a formula like L sumif AA A1 BB. This sums all values in column B where the name in column A matches the name in A1. Then in E1, use eCountif AAA1 to count how many times the name in A1 appears. Finally, in F1, divide the sum by the count. D1, E1. Drag these formulas down to apply them to all names. This approach is useful for understanding the individual sums and counts before obtaining the average. While more steps are involved, it's clear and easily auditable. Remember to adapt the cell ranges in the formulas to match your specific spreadsheet's layout. Each method offers a different approach depending on your data's complexity and your desired level of detail. Choose the method that best suits your needs. Experiment with these techniques to become proficient in calculating averages of entries with the same name in Excel.